All right, well, hey, what's up, everyone? It is Mike with Go RVing, and it's Wednesday. You know, it's so much to talk about. I'm actually back in Tennessee last week. I was in New York for the auto show, and we were down in the bottom of Javits talking about Class Bs and working remotely from the road, and it was kind of fun, right? You got to see me in my other element, which is the auto industry from a transportation standpoint. So I was in a full suit and tie running around the show. That will be the only time on Go RVing social channels that you will see me in a suit. So today we're going to be talking about getting ready for spring prep, and spring travel. And that means one thing. It means shedding your jackets. And we're going to talk a little bit about spring prep. I'm excited to be on with you guys today because there's a bunch that I want to talk about. So right out of the box, I'm going to talk a little bit about news impacting the industry. I just learned this week that over this year, the course of 1 year, 67 million people will get out there and they will RV. That is a massive number, and it's just a testament to the fact that over the past 3 to 4 years, we've seen sales in the RV industry skyrocket. I was just talking to my neighbor over here. He's a local, camping in your backyard. We've talked about that, and you know, we think about all the things impacting the industry. Another crazy statistic that I just heard is that 33 years old is the average age of a new RV buyer, and that is incredible. So as I think about all this stuff, we're set for another great year in the RV industry. So the question is why? Well, we are set up for success because camping is no longer, RVing is no longer about just vacations. It's about working from the working from the road. It's about destinations. It's about getting off grid, and there's so much that goes into that. Last week and the week before, when I was on talking to you all, I was at our garage where we do a lot of work, playing around with RV stuff, playing around with cars, and all the fun builds that I get to work on. And we've got a video that I told you about that's coming, and it's on the Front Runner by Dometic build, and it's the gateway for me. It's what got me into RVing. And it's complete. It's over my shoulder. We are back at our home campground, Cage's Bend, here in Gallatin, Tennessee. And as you can see, the jackets are off. The boats are in the water. People are relaxing in their campgrounds. This is one of my favorite spots in all of the country. 36 campground spots. And as I look around, all I see are RVs. I mean, maybe at the very end, I'll just grab a camera, and Tracy, who's helping me with this, we'll just turn around and show you guys everything. But I digress for a minute. I want to talk about my maiden message points tonight, and that's all about spring preparation. As you can tell, we're in spring, and this isn't my normal voice. My allergies are killing me. Grass is green, things are blooming. Easter was just this last Sunday, and everybody's excited to get out there and start RVing. So as you think about your RV experience and you think about spring prep, here's my number one tip, kicking it right off the top. My number one tip is camp close to home. The benefit to camping close to home is that you can actually get into your campground. You can figure out what you need. You can figure out what food that you might have wanted to bring along, and you kind of go through the motion again, right? Every year you kind of go through the motion when you've had your RV tucked away for winter. Now, in our case, we use it about 10, 11 months out of the year for sporting events and everything else. Boondocking, we did a video on that. But it's all about that prep, right? So as the weather changes, here in Tennessee, it's beautiful during the day, but we still have those cold snaps at night. So keeping a lightweight jacket like my Go RVing jacket over my shoulder keeps you warm at night. So that's my second tip, is now that you've thought about camping close to home, my second tip is pack more than you would normally pack. Keep a couple jackets. Think about rain. April showers bring May flowers, right? So you want to make sure you have rain jackets. You want to make sure you tuck away umbrellas. I didn't take an umbrella on our 27-day trip with Go RVing with Caudills last year, and those umbrellas are super important. When you get into your campground, camping close to home, that third tip is really about making sure that your RV is prepared and ready to go. So you're checking your hoses. We've talked about that before. We've talked about making sure that if you're in a full hookup spot, your electrical works, your gas and your propane are loaded in. You've got all the right things that you need for your sanitation, and everything's ready to roll. Not to mention making sure that you've replaced your water filter over the course of the year. I replace my water filter 2 or 3 times a season because I'm using the RV a lot. If you're not using it a lot, maybe you can get by using it once a year. As we think about spring as well, my third tip or my fourth tip? I think I'm on to my fourth tip already. So my fourth tip for spring prep is make sure you hit that CVS pharmacy or a pharmacy and you get yourself those things that you need for allergies, because you can hear it in me right now. The allergies are kicking. So you want to make sure that you hit the season, just making sure you have that RV packed up with all of the right things that you need inside to make it an awesome experience. The fifth one is going to be around your pantry and food. Every year, especially as my kids grow, Tyler and Megan, the food requirements always change. So the things that I thought that I needed last year are things that are going to change to this year. So they've loved snackables. Well, they're kind of getting big. They want more food, right? So that camping close to home with that first tip means that I can evaluate what I have in my pantry and think about how I want to get ready to roll for this next year. So that's kind of my fifth tip right there, rolling into it. There's so much stuff happening in the RV industry right now, and I'm debating. Do I tell him, Tracy? I think I tell him a little bit. So this Friday, I'm going to be headed back up to New York, and I'll leave it up to the team at Go RVing. We are going to be doing a national television hit from the city, and I'm excited to be there. There's a lot of logistics that go into it. We'll have some really cool Go RVing partners there, but we're going to be in New York talking about all the great things happening in the RV industry from a lifestyle standpoint. We'll hit that 33 again on that average age of the new RV buyer. There's just so much awesome stuff happening in the industry right now, and I'm excited. I'm excited because the weather. I know you can't tell because of my voice, but I'm excited because the weather is changing. And so my build with Front Runner came together so well. Tyler and I are going to get ready to go fishing here in a few weeks, just a quick overnight trip for us. And then, of course, we're going to be headed back out in our Winnebago Forza the first week of June. We're going to be heading back to the Myrtle Beach Travel Park, which I've mentioned 3 or 4 times, and we're going to be spending a lot of quality time this summer in the RV. So many great trips coming up. I think that's it for today. I gave you 5 tips on some of the spring prep that you might want to consider as you get ready to head out there. I know that camping close to home is a really important one. Really reviewing all of the things with your RV to make it work. Those electricals, those gas lines, those sanitation lines. That's a great number 2. 3 is that pantry work, right? Making sure that you know all the right food and prep and stuff that you want. I'm out of order, but it doesn't matter. Number 4 is that apparel stuff. Making sure you've got beanies, umbrellas, you've got overcoats, you've got rain jackets, you've got warm clothes, you've got blankets. Throw those blankets, those nice throw blankets inside your RV. And then number 5 is just making sure that you really enjoy yourself. How about that? That's how we'll close it out tonight. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful kickoff to your spring so far. We're going to be hitting the road here soon. Next week, Tracy, where are we next week? Are we back here?
We're here.
We're here. I'm on the ground 2 weeks, so I'll go to New York and I'll come back. I'm going to grab one tripod, and Tracy's going to grab the other. You're going to go that way, and I'm going to go this way. So I'm just showing you guys. This is Old Hickory Lake here in Tennessee, and you can see, you know, there's RVs already pulling into the campground. It's so cool. This is my neighbor that I was just talking to a minute ago. He's got his pup with him. But people are starting to fill in, and that's the most beautiful part about what we're doing here. That's Tracy. You guys get to meet her. She's awesome. She covers me wherever I go. But this is it, you guys. Summer is here, and we're excited to be kicking it all off. We're back at our home campground and doing what we love to do, and that's sharing with you all the amazing experiences of everything happening in the RV industry. So there you go, guys. Tracy's got double-fisted on both tripods right now, but I hope everyone has a great night. Oh, one more thing before I forget is that you have got to pack in and pack out and conserve and think about your environment. I can't stress it enough. We love this place. Rake it out. Make sure you're conserving. I know Janine Pettit, my brand ambassador partner at Girl Camper, she's got a great video and review on and tips on how to make sure you're conserving and taking care of your campsite. So that's it, guys. Happy Wednesday night. I know my allergies will clear, and I'll be back with you all in a week. So everyone have an awesome night. Keep it real. Yeah.